The light of this first candle represents our grief. The pain of losing you is intense. It reminds us of the depth of our love for you.
The light of the second candle represents our courage to confront our sorrow, to comfort each other, to change our lives.
This third candle is a light for all of our memories of you, to the times we laughed, the times we cried, the times we were angry with each other, the silly things you did, the caring and joy you gave us.
This fourth candle is the light of our love. As we enter this season, day by day, we cherish the special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for you. We thank you for the gift your life brought to each of us. We love you always.
I'd now like to welcome Pablo Flores forward. Pablo is another of our music therapy volunteers, and this evening he'll be performing Memoranzas, which is a piece that he has both written and is now going to share with us. Jan Kotak to read our next collection of names.
I also apologize if I say any name incorrectly. Christopher King, Elaine Anderson, Stephen King, Robert A. Boutin, Ruth E. Simpson, Albert Simpson, Raymond F. Nichols Jr., Nanette W. Downing, Bill DeRosier, Barbara Dahl, Tina Vincent, Tina Virgin, Sally Vincent, the Lozo family, Conrad Fournier, Dr. Muffin Lyons, Marie Fournier, Gary Fournier, Paul L. Baker, Catherine A. Baker, E. Duncan Wright, Elizabeth Betty Wright, Barbara Visaki, Madeline Daly, Herbert Daly, Catherine Davis, Christine Durante, Joseph Durante, Mina Durante, Frank Doyle, Cecilia Doyle, Robert McVeigh, Ellie McVeigh, Eleanor McVeigh, Jennifer Eisman, Matt Woods, in honor of Kara, Megan, and Steph, the Cafe Girls, and in honor of David Sakin, Brigitta Bean, and Jen Clough from the lab, because they are also wonderful. Very wonderful, excuse me. They're very wonderful. Anyway, that's all I have.
Each year we see an increase in the number of people who take this opportunity to honor the really happy things that have happened in their families this year. So I'm excited that we had more this year as well. As the Heart Song singers join us again for their second offering, I'd also like to just take a moment to recognize Joni Krell. We often see her outside in the gardens. I'm hoping we can get out there tonight. I'm watching the clouds carefully, and they've been kind to me so far. About 7 people have said to me today, "We're getting rain tonight," and I said, "No, we're not." So thank you, Joni, for all the time and effort you put into the gardens. And now the Heart Song singers.
The cold wind in the winter, the
Our last group of names this evening will be read by Sumana Buto. She's also a member of our family support team and actually the co-trainer. So as we bring new support team volunteers on, we work side by side to help be sure that those volunteers have the skills that we need for them to be here on call, responding within 30 minutes to provide supports to the families of our patients while they're here. And I call her Mom on my off time.
Which is why she doesn't pay me much for being the co-trainer.
Nature of volunteer service.
It's such an honor to speak the names of the people that have passed before us. And so, with great reverence, I too hope I pronounce the names correctly. I'm not one to get too weepy, but the allergies have kicked in. Please forgive. John Langworthy, Kevin Giacolucci, Barbara Dahl, Kathy Nelson, Chloe Delatorre, Bill Perry, and Jack LePan. Gil Vickery, Fred Lacalay, Jan Slater, Pat Riendo, Abel Gonsalves, Monsignor Baldock, Herbert Stevens, Shelley LaBounty, Roger Pinio, Yvette Plant, Claudette Burlett, Louise Smith, Anne Durrett, Pepper Anderson, Stella Barrington, Etienne Bisson, Bert Mevier, Paul Richards, and Louise Welcome. Lelia Welcome, Eris Reed, Mildred Haynes, Albert Budd Welcome, and Albert Joseph Welcome. Reginald Reed, Guy Haynes Sr., Clara Thompson, and Eric Wright. George C. Thompson, Frida Horner, Hunter Mao, Tom Beauvert, Dorothy Beauvert, and Philip Taylor. Andrew Babula, Sophie Babula, Frank Koresh, James Murray, Helena Murray. And my family and I are excited about the birth of our 8th grandchild, Mary Grace Iampietro.
As we close, I'd like to share with you a poem that a dear friend introduced me to. She actually said, I want this read at my funeral, so you need to know this. That's where it's going to go. But I don't want to hold it that long. I think it's a lovely poem. So I'd like to share with you this evening The Happy Couple. Alicia Harris is the poet. And if you have the opportunity and you're so inclined, she actually has a reading that's on YouTube. I can't do it justice tonight, but I'll do my very best. She's lovely, a wonderful spoken word poet. There will come a day when the fear of death will be the favorite joke passed amongst corpses, and they're already laughing. My love, please don't be afraid, but there will come a day when our bones become homes for living creatures other than our egos, and when time will jostle our skeletons out of the composition that is me and you, and will write with us love letters that spell, I owe you eternity. If we believe in life after death, then I often wonder why we assume the dead like coffins, when people were never meant to live in boxes. So I pray that our children will have the good sense to leave us a little wiggle room. Leave us exposed like stray dogs in a thunderstorm, and I will hear the breeze, but I will not know it is the breeze. And I will feel the rain, but not know it as the rain. And I will behold the sky, but not know it as the sky. Instead, I will hear the breeze and think it is your laugh, returned into the hearth of my ear, and I will feel the rain and think that it is the pinprick of your kiss, and when the rain is tender, I will know that something has softened you, and when the rain is violent, I will know that something has shaken you, and in this newfound understanding, without eyes or ears or hands or lips, our bare bones will make love in the dirt, never knowing our nakedness. Imagine the wind coursing through a calligraphy of weeds. In our disrepair, we've grown gardens of ourselves, sprouts of curious grass shooting from our eye sockets. Our knuckles, hard, smooth skipping stones meant for children's play. And the devilish sun picking its way through your missing teeth, and neither of us can keep from smiling these days. And the days go unnoticed, and the nights go unslept, and we talk with our souls through the holes in our ribs where the organelles once sat. Imagine your skull and mine both reduced to grins, both washed clean of our sins and our skins, going young again, forgetting why we ever wrinkled or why we ever furrowed our brow with a powder hanger. Become dust with me, insignificant and everywhere. For I will love you even after your marrow has become a whisper and your bones nothing but the snickering of gravel. Let us soak in the spaces our shadows left behind, your skeleton laced with mine. I will tie your soul to my ankles and know what it is like to step into a tree. And you will try on my backbone and see how bad it hurt the day you said you were calling it quits. I don't remember why you left or why you came back. I don't know how many years have passed. I'm not really sure years have passed at all. All I know is the rain falls. You kiss me like a rainfall. The sun, it bleaches us clear, and every day is a romance. All this to say, we are already laughing. There's a wedding of earthworms and pebbles waiting when our tuxedo skeletons no longer fit. There's a place for our faces to lie planted beside, forever smiling. There exists a place where we can still be in love. There exists a place where we can be still and in love. Just two gentle skulls. Thank you so much for sharing your evening with us and for your support for the family support team and for the auxiliary. If you're not a member yet, you should really consider it. It's a fun group who does a lot of amazing work for our community. I'd like to welcome you please to take part in some refreshments. They're located at the back of the room, and take advantage of the no rain if you get the chance. Thank you for coming.